I'm at Rax and I just had dinner with my sister. Well, someone called dinner. She came at me very aggressively. She came up right from the jump talking about my past and talking about Josh. Now, I steered away from that from jump. I said, look, I'm not here to talk about any of this other stuff. I just want to talk about you, to talk about your hair, what's going on with your life, what's doing. And she kept going back to Josh and kept going back to Tess. And then she started asking questions, but never found out the answers. But whenever it came to anything about Josh, she wasn't concerned about. She didn't care about. She spent more time. I was told her I was so excited to talk to her in person finally. And then she wants to talk about old business. And I'm like, can we just sit here and talk? And just not talk about the past, about the other stuff? And she just wanted to keep bringing up Tess and Josh and why I'm going to jail. And I'm like, I don't care about any of that stuff right now. I don't want to talk about it. It's not important. I want to talk to my sister. And she come in here trying to force an agenda about what my son should be like or what I should be like. She's, without even finding out the full facts of the whole story, nor asking any question about what's happened in my life, she directed all of her attention towards giving this one speech. I think you should go away for mental health. And I said to myself, wow, if she knew the facts, she wouldn't be saying that. And that's what brought us, what I thought we were going to be coming together with talking about today. But she didn't want to talk about the facts. She didn't want to talk about the child abuse. She didn't want to talk about what got me there. The reason why I'm sitting in this bar today is because somebody didn't want to do their job from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Now, that's not my problem. Just because they didn't want to do their job when it was in the statute of limitations, within the legal law limits, and they didn't want to do their job, they didn't tell me. They didn't email me. They didn't call me. They didn't say they weren't going to do it. So my sister doesn't understand anything past that. It's bullshit. And until she understands the complexity of me calling child services when they should have been called and suspected by everybody, and my sister just takes bits and pieces and she thinks she puts it all together. She thinks she has the whole clue. She doesn't. She doesn't have the full idea. She doesn't have the full spectrum. I did not clearly state all of the issues that I may have. And the issues is I didn't sign my rights away. I was pushed into it. I was pushed out of Pennsylvania. I have the proof that says it. So why is she trying to tell me when we're meeting, the only thing that came out of her mouth that was important was trying to tell me that I need to go seek professional help. And I'm like, I don't need professional help. I'm living a fine life. My life is good. I don't understand why she thinks I need this when she doesn't know what's happened that make it happen like this. So to say that is not about being caring. She doesn't care about me. She has an agenda. She didn't come to find out about me or Josh. She come to tell me what she wanted to tell me and that she thinks I need medical help. But I explained to her. I said, my son was abused. I made the phone call. I have the transcript. I have the date and time and how long the phone call transpired for. I have a copy of that. It says, I called the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, reported the child abuse tip line. Here's the telephone number. I showed her. This is proof I called. And I said, they never called me back. So just because they didn't call me back, it doesn't mean that the crime ain't happened. It doesn't mean it shouldn't not get investigated. They should have done their job. The only reason why I'm sitting here and my sister that everything is gone is because I never got a phone call back from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. You don't do conflict of interest of someone who works for the county who came close to killing their kid 2 times, who's a multiple offender of this abuse, and then I'm the one they're looking at. But I didn't do the abuse. I'm not the one hiding. I'm the one that's in plain sight saying, come talk to me. Let's talk this out. And my sister gets half the information and she thinks she got the whole thing. She's telling me. This is what I don't like about talking to people, man. Is because when people are telling me what my sister started telling me about stuff that I knew I was there for and she wasn't, and she's trying to tell me she knows better. Well, that's not somebody who I trust. I can't trust or believe her when she's saying that she know better. And all my text messages from her saying the same thing. She thinks she knows better. And I say, no, sister, you don't know the whole thing. Stop talking like that. You're embarrassing yourself. And she never wants to stop. She wants to keep telling me and telling me. I'm like, I'm being bullied by my sister, just like Tess Sola, just like the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, just like everybody else along the way. They want to tell me what they think I want to hear. I'm telling you, I don't care. The fact is a fact. My kid was abused. They never called back. It's their job. They're negligent. My sister doesn't understand. When they find out the negligence and how far up this goes, I told her, I said to her right to her face, I said, Dawn, I'm telling you things I don't fully understand. So don't coin me as knowing proof positive about all this stuff. I said, there's a lot of questions I have. I explained that to her. I said, look, there's questions that I have that I don't understand. Can we sit and talk? And it's all by text message, and nothing gets conveyed. And she thinks we're working on things via text message. It don't work. And I explained it to her. I said, you never got the whole picture. I said, I never told you the whole picture. I kept stuff from them because they couldn't handle it. And all my sister wanted to tell me was, she wanted to dance. She wanted to dance. No, you want to talk to me? Let's go fix her shit, and then move on past that. Once you understand this premise that this is what happened, it's all good. And the only people who are saying mental health is everybody involved with Tess. Nobody independent. And if my sister clearly is not, and this is their best case, they're going to bring my sister into court with me next month, so that she can stand there and say, yes, Your Honor, I believe that my brother needs to be locked up in mental health. They're trying so hard to tell me that never happened. They're going to put me away until I say that never happened. And that's why we have an opioid epidemic. Because people be telling what they told, and no one listens or does her job. If the mother did her job that first day when my kid almost died, I would not be here right now. I had no idea Tess Sola was a repeat offender. She hit up my kid the month before, and then next month she did it harder. There is a repeat offender. My sister said, why did you go to police? I did go to police. I don't understand why she's splitting hairs from me. I know. I was there. And she's trying to tell me why I go. I know what I did. Look, the police don't want to go after somebody that works for their own. What can I tell you? I did everything right. If they don't want to do their job, that's not my problem. My job is to protect my kid. Mine isn't to go chase around people to go do their jobs. Just do their jobs and we wouldn't have a question. So my sister didn't ask about Josh, didn't ask about me, didn't ask about what happened. She wants to go about her own agenda about what she thinks that she wants to talk to me about, and all she come down to one conclusion. I have mental health issues. If she knew what's transpired, she wouldn't be saying that. But she didn't come here with an open mind. She came here with an agenda. My sister came here with an agenda today. And I came here just to talk to my sister. So we can just be brother and sister. She wanted to go into talking about this. I begged her. And here's the thing. Before she went to the bathroom, I don't know what she did when she was in the bathroom. She took her phone with her. But she come back from the bathroom. She started recording. I don't know that answer, but the only thing that makes sense to me is she started recording and started to take part of our meeting. If she got video, I didn't tape us. But let me say something. And if this is used for court, if she taped any part of our conversation, did she get it from the time she walked in the door, or we pick up midstream? If she got a recording of something, what was missed prior to her recording and then after her recording? Because I left here, she didn't say thank you. She didn't say nothing. She said she's walking away, frustrated, angry. She didn't want to talk. She just had her own agenda. And she came in, she didn't want to talk to me. She wanted to tell me. And that's my first flag. When you're going to tell me something, so So instead of listening to me and talking to me, she came in with her own agenda. Again, it's the same thing over text messages. She thinks she knows better than everybody else, and she don't. And she's saying stuff, and she's stirring the pot. She's just a troublemaker. She's just causing trouble and saying things. She knows she's tripping me up on purpose just so that they can get this reaction. So it's not that if I can thoughtfully explain myself, and that is the one thing I know, is that I called child services and reported Tecla Sola on multiple occasions, both the child tip line, the child abuse hotline from Pennsylvania. I reported it the minute I found about it. I reported not just once, multiple times. They never called me back. They never responded, and it makes me sick to think that taxpayers pay for the service, and they don't even have the courtesy to even call a father back. Look, I'm not asking you to take a side. I'm asking you to protect my kid. That's your job, protect the kid, not protect the parent. So if you couldn't do the job in the county, then you could have asked for somebody else from the other county to step in and to do that, because that's what they do for court. They bring in another judge from another county and come in and preside, just so the conflict of interest is there. There's been no time the conflict of interest has been nothing but conflict of interest, and everybody wants to know why I need mental health. Well, if you go back and you retrace what happened, I should never have had Judge Rubin sign. This should never have happened. Okay, I can't make it go away, but the thing is, I've been at peace the whole entire time. I freely went on with my life. I have proof. All this, my life has moved on. I'm not stuck here. I have moved on my life. I'm having a great time. I have proof. I can show pictures. I can show my work time. I can show my pleasure time. I can show what I do. I'm have a happy life. I'm not the one that's calling upon my whole family to bring up a court and case about my son's mom, and that my sister, the same one who 10 years ago sided with her, is still siding with her. Well, yeah. Not once has my sister ever understood what happened to me or what happened to Josh. She still didn't. So people who be talking shit that don't know the facts should shut the fuck up and allow process to happen. My son's doing an MRI and CAT scan. That's a fact. That's a medical fact to this day. If he didn't have one, that he's due. And that's a fact. When you suffer brain damage and a head concussion and a head traumatic head injury, you go get an MRI and CAT scan. It's non-negotiable. This is not like I'm imagining this. A concussion protocol is MRI CAT scan. You got to get an image of the brain so we know what we're working with. I'm not making this stuff up. I don't understand why I need to discuss this. I've tried to explain this to the child services, and I'm some sort of fucking joke when I call there, and they never call back. So it's some sort of joke that's going on that I become a laughing stock trying to do, and they all laughing at me trying to go do the right thing for my kid, and they all laughing at me instead of taking my kid's side. Just take my kid's side. That's all I say. Custody or not. There was a call that was made. I have proof. I said that to them in person. I said, but this is the beginning of multiple things, abuses that happened to my kid, mentally, physically. And they never called. And I can't help that. And I'm just a dad doing what I need to do for my kid. Now, I don't care what the fuck anybody's got to say. It's my job. And the county at least owed me we're sorry, we're not investigating, or we're going to give this to another county. We're going to see to it that your son gets investigated. I didn't get one phone call from them when I found out 4 years after about the abuse that happened to him. Now, am I angry? No, not at all. Did I just leave a very contentious conversation with my sister who came in here with an agenda? Yeah. But at the end of the day, all this is wasting time. My sister found favor with agreeing with them, but anybody outside of that whole circus, ain't nobody. They don't got nobody. Anybody substantial with real life experience. Somebody talk to me direct. But this text messaging thing, people get misinterpreted. I'm tired of it. I told that to my sister. We can't do this. You misinterpret everything I say or don't get the whole picture. But that's not my fault because you don't take the time to ask me questions. So whatever my sister thinks she read or understood, I think I laid the trail of the fact that she's been caught up into something that is bigger than her. And I know it. And I still love her through it. I love Josh Dell.